welcome everyone to the Tiki Taka Talk podcast, where we talk about everything that happens in the big three leagues, and sometimes we have some better segments. But today there's no special segments. You could click off if you want, but if you're a true fan, you would watch this video. As today we're starting with the Premier League recap for the past week. So, the games. Arsenal vs. Everton ended in a 0-0 draw. Wolves Ipswich. Wolves lost 1-2. Newcastle beat Leicester 4-0. Liverpool tied with Fulham 2-2. Nottingham Forest beat Aston Villa 2-1. Crystal Palace beat Brighton 3-1. Man United came back against City to win 2-1. Spurs beat Southampton 5-0. Chelsea beat Brentford 2-1. And West Ham tied with Bournemouth 1-1. Now, here's some recaps on these games. Liverpool-Fulham, everybody was saying Liverpool would easily win. I had them winning 1-0. Fulham surprised everyone. They tied with them. Spurs beating Southampton 5-0. Southampton, man. They are dead last with 5 points. At this rate, they will be the worst team in history in the Premier League, behind Derby County. And let's talk about the United City game. So, Gvardiol scored on a corner. Onana was just looking at it. And for 87 minutes of the game, it was all Man City. But in those final things, Ahmed Diallo, we'll talk about him later in the team of the week, if you know what I'm saying. But, United, he pulled in a penalty, and Bruno Fernandes, of course he's going to score it. And then in the final minute, in the 90th minute, Ahmed Diallo scores to send United the win in the Manchester Derby. Other games to talk about: Newcastle won 4-0, Nottingham won, Chelsea beating Brentford, that was a close call. So now the updated top 5: Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, and Man City. Man City drops down from 4th to 5th, and Nottingham goes up from, I believe it was 5th last week, to 4th. So, yeah. Now, the top scorers were Jacob Murphy, Ismaila Sarr, and James Maddison, all with 2. Then Enes Unal and Kulievski with 1. So, now we get to what I'm going to be doing differently. So, the top 3 leagues, instead of making a team of the week for everyone, I believe that that's too random. So I'm making a team of the week for all 3 top leagues: the Premier League, La Liga, and Bundesliga. Now, the Premier League, in goal, he stopped Everton from scoring, is Jordan Pickford. And at left back, you have Hall from Newcastle. And center back, you have Milinkovic from Newcastle, I believe. Then next to him, you have Dragonson from Spurs. Oh my God. Then you have Trent Alexander-Arnold from Liverpool. In midfield, you have Moises Caicedo and Munoz. We're running a 4-2-3-1. So at Cam, you have Son, Palmer, and Sarr. And then the striker, I was deciding between him and John Duran, but I chose Alexander Isak to be the striker, as that is the Premier League. As now we get on to the Bundesliga recap. Now, Freiburg beat Wolfsburg 3-2. Mönchengladbach beat Holstein-Kiel 4-1. Leverkusen won 2-0 against Augsburg. Union tied with VfL Bochum 1-1. And Mainz ends the undefeated season of Bayern by winning 2-1. We'll get to that at the end of the recap. But Werder Bremen won 2-0 against St. Pauli. Stuttgart won 3-1 against Heidenheim. Hoffenheim tied with Dortmund. And Leipzig beat Frankfurt. And, yeah. This week had a bunch of big matches that happened. Mainz beating Bayern. Bayern, if they would have won, they would have been 7 points clear on top of the league. But now they're only 4. That was a crucial loss. You can't be losing to Mainz. Especially on Friday, I'm going to be watching the game between Bayern and Leipzig. So, yes, that was a terrible loss. And Leipzig versus Frankfurt, that game basically decided who is going to be second place. Leipzig won. As now, Hoffenheim tied with Dortmund. Dortmund's out of the top 5, man. I don't know what's happening in the Bundesliga. I think they're just Champions League merchants. But, so Bayern is on top of the league. Then Leverkusen with 29. Frankfurt and Leipzig with 27 each. And Freiburg is in 5th. After beating Wolfsburg, they moved up to 5th place, which is crazy. As now we get to the Bundesliga Team of the Week. At goalkeeper, this is a 4-4-2. We have Hradecki. Then we have Grimaldo. Then we have Hanseny from Leverkusen. Then we have, oh my gosh, so hard to read. Mittelstadt from Stuttgart. Then on the right wing back, we have Frimpong. In midfield, we have Kahn, Vetz, Lee, and Playa. And in striker, we have Fleindenster and Apollo. I can't read this. Sorry, I'll fix it next time. I bad, y'all. But yeah, now we get on to La Liga, which there was a bunch of surprises this week. Valladolid beat Valencia 1-0. Espanyol 0-0 with Osasuna. Mallorca beat Girona 2-1. Sevilla beat Celta Vigo 1-0. Real Madrid tied with Real Valencia 3-3. Atletico Madrid beat Getafe 1-0. Alaves tied with Athletic 1-1. Real Betis 2-1 with Villarreal. Sociedad and Las Palmas tied. And Leganes beat Barcelona 1-0. So big stories of this week. Madrid and Valencia. Big match. Mallorca upsets Girona. This was basically a week for upsets. Alaves somehow keeping it close with Athletic. Atletico Madrid beating Getafe. And Leganes beating Barcelona. That definitely helped out Atletico's season. Because now it's a tie race for first. You have Barcelona 38, Atletico Madrid 38, my bad. Real Madrid 37, and Atletico Bilbao 32. So that's the top 4. And then you have Mallorca sitting at 27. Did Mallorca win this week? I don't know. So yeah, that was the big stories from this week from La Liga. As now we get into the La Liga Team of the Week. In goal we have Rietjes. Then on the left back we have Montiel. Then we have Rudiger, Bale, De Marcos in the back line. In the midfield we have Papil, Lo Celso, and Adagule. And in strikers we have a 4-3-3. It's Azala, Navas, and at the striker we have Victor Roque. Some might say that it was a questionable decision, but I think I got this all right. If y'all have any if y'all have any reactions, let me know. As to end off this podcast, I'm going to talk about the RB Leipzig versus Bayern Munich game. My prediction, 3-1 victory for Leipzig. The Bundesliga race gets closer, and it's a big matchup. Everyone's going to be talking about it. Luis Openda, highest scorer with 2 goals. Then you have Wirtz, not Wirtz. Then you have what's their name? Somebody else Poulsen scoring, and then on Bayern side, Leroy Sané scores. So I hope you enjoyed Tiki Taka Talk with me, Caleb, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Actually, I won't see you, so I have another thing to announce. I keep forgetting these. Next Wednesday, there will not be a podcast because, of course, it's Christmas. But I will be uploading Christmas videos before then. So be ready for this. See you later. Bye.